My dad
What?
sends me money to help me out sometimes.
What are we talking about? Is it sitting somewhere? Is the money sitting somewhere?
No, it's gone.
Oh,
I've spent it.
how much?
Around $20,000.
Oh, does Pops know this?
Probably not, because he sends
Probably.
me a little extra sometimes.
Can you call him?
Yeah.
I would like to inform him on something.
Hey. Hi, my name is Haley. I'm 26 years old. I'm based out of Loveland, Colorado, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming down to Austin. What do you do for a living in Colorado?
I am a commercial delivery driver.
Commercial. Okay, cool. What do you make in this position? Commercial delivery driver. Some people making bank at some of the unionized places. What are you making?
So I make per day. So I make
day.
about $900 a week. And that's before taxes.
Wait,
get
what do you mean
pulled
you
out.
make per day? Well, everyone makes per day.
So it's more of if you work a 9 to 5 and you get paid per hour. Instead, I work 8 hours and get paid this much. So technically it's like 20.
So it's always 8 hours. It's never a single minute over.
Oh no, as long as I run, I can finish within 4 to 6 hours and still get paid the exact same.
Oh, okay. So you're paid for an 8-hour day,
Yes.
but it's more about the task completion.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you make?
$900 a week.
Okay.
So about $22.50.
So you track it by the week
an hour.
and you're paid weekly?
Yes.
Wow, okay. All right. So let's see. I have income coming in, 2,614. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's after taxes, any things like 401k, health insurance, all those good stuff. They go before that as well. So 2,614 came in. DoorDash pay as well, 128.
Yes, but
It's very little.
I only do that a little bit. It's mostly when I'm struggling on money.
Why are you struggling on money?
I just end up not having enough after paying bills. And so I have to work DoorDash to try to...
That's interesting. How
meet
much
a
did you
demand.
spend in this most recent month? And that includes on debt.
I honestly can't remember.
Well, go ahead and give me an answer.
Maybe about 2,000? I'm thinking 2,000?
Okay, so again, payroll, 2,614 came in. You do a little extra because every time you pay your bill, there's not enough money left over.
Yeah. It's like I'm living
But you're
paycheck
telling
to
me
paycheck.
you spent 2,000, which would be $600 less than came in.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, I might be a little off. Trying to think on it.
Okay, you spent $3,560. So $1,200 more than you brought in. Which, fun fact, that $1,200 more than you brought in from your payroll, $128 from DoorDash is not going to make up for it. Which is also before the gas, the maintenance.
Yeah. It's whenever I'm really, really struggling.
What's why are you really, really struggling, though? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I never look at my bank statements.
Okay, I see a lot of numbers in front of me that you have written down on a thing right there. That suggests to me that you have some kind of knowledge of your situation.
I pay some of my credit cards and whatever I have left, then that's what I'll use. So like if I want
What do you mean you pay some of your credit cards?
So I try to pay them all as much as I can, but most of the time I can only pay the minimums, and then I'll pay like $100, and then all of a sudden I get charged an interest of
Interest accrues.
$50 out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, not out of nowhere. It hits monthly.
It's just getting higher and higher, and I don't really know what to do.
Well,
about
if you're
that.
making $50 of progress, technically $100 of payments, $50 of interest. If that's what it is, as you say, it shouldn't be going higher and higher. It should actually be technically lower and lower, but very slowly, probably.
Well, I know this month in particular, my fiance lost his job, so I had to pay more with credit cards.
Do you guys normally split bills?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What kind of job did he lose?
So he was working as a server, which was not his original plan of a job.
And he got laid off from a server position.
Yes.
It's a little more rare today.
It was messed up how they did it. They tested everybody to see, do you truly know the liquor menu as best as you can? So taste test this liquor and tell me what it tastes like.
That's
and
weird.
I've been a bartender for 10 years, and I can't do that.
Sounds like they're looking for excuses to cut some payroll.
Yeah.
When did he lose the job? When did he lose the job?
It was right before
Date.
I think
Ish.
June-ish. So he was out of work for about 2 months.
So why? Why didn't he get another service position?
He tried. He tried everywhere. He was applying on Indeed to everything. I was even applying for him.
You were applying for him? Okay, interesting. Yeah. I don't know that town, so I don't know its economy. You know, things can be pretty localized. So, you know, who knows what the service-based industry... Is it a ski town?
No, it's more like a little town? Like family town. There's mostly older people that live there and college kids.
College kids.
There is
what college is there?
Northern Colorado University.
Okay, so you're taking care of bills for 2 months. Why didn't he didn't have an emergency fund?
No, because I also got laid off before I got
unemployment?
This job. We didn't think about unemployment until he got his recent job.
What do you mean? How do you not? You pay into it through taxes.
It completely slipped our
How does this slip your... No, I mean, but no offense, but how does that slip your brain when you're literally struggling to pay bills? You would think, where is any extra penny? Right? And that would be a pretty clear answer. I mean, dude was paying taxes into the unemployment system so that if he was laid off, the safety net was there for him to use it for a bit.
I think it was more of me.
What? What you?
Like I was the safety net.
He relies on you in that kind of way? It's okay to rely on your significant other, but like burden you like that though?
It wasn't a burden. It was like that moment. I was definitely stressed out. I cried a lot, but I did have most of my credit cards were at their halfway point.
Did he have additional bills though? Did he have additional bills like debts and stuff?
Yes. So his bills was like our Wi-Fi. He pays our phone, both of our phones now. And so there was a couple of stuff that almost got cut off, and we had to switch it on.
Did he have debts though?
No. He doesn't have any credit cards, no debts.
Okay, that's a lie. He has a car lease.
We just got that when he just got his new job. So within this statement.
Okay.
Yeah. He just didn't get paychecks yet.
What's he doing now?
He is also a commercial delivery driver.
Same job, same place?
No.
Oh, okay. Commercial delivery driver. Okay. DoorDash. Yeah, the net total is, again, is basically nothing. And then there's gas, and then there's just, whatever. From there, it's not really... I don't know how much was net, but of the 128, like extra money's good, and that might be a solution to the problem here, but the 128 is not going to make up for the extra 1,300 you spent.
The DoorDash mostly covers like if I'm a little too short on rent,
but
or
you were
$1,300
short. Mortgage?
Yes.
You guys have a mortgage?
So we actually own a trailer home, so we have a mortgage for the home. But we also...
Do you have rent? Oh.
We have to pay the lot rent.
The lot rent. So you guys live in a trailer park?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a struggle. We've had many people on the show that have that. A manufactured home, as some say. And there's nothing wrong with that as an inherent thing. The thing is, it's just not a good return on investment. It goes down in value. It gets used. It's hard.
Not this one. This one we bought for $40,000. That's actually how much the house cost. It was
no.
Bad.
Yeah, but it's likely worth less now.
Well, all the other houses in the trailer park are going for like $100,000.
Yeah, and how are the quality of those homes compared to yours?
They look a lot nicer. Like they have full carports and they're
so they can probably charge more for it. What? Why are you surprised by this?
Well, we needed a place to stay. The apartment.
Well, I didn't say that, but if my 2-bedroom, 1,000 square foot home goes for $100,000, but because a mega mansion next door goes for $1 million, doesn't mean I think mine's worth $1 million. That's not how that works.
Well, we're fixing it. We're trying to make it look better. Plus,
you're investing money into it?
Yes.
I don't know if that makes sense though.
It does when it has to be like
no, but I don't think it's going up. But you're probably not putting...
It's mostly stuff that we need to survive in
okay.
home.
Well, that's different. Like what?
So, like, our garbage disposal was rusted and the smell was horrid.
Okay, that's not a huge fix. That's not a huge thing. Okay.
When we bought the house, we found out a reason why it was so cheap is because it was covered in mice. So
when did you guys purchase this?
April.
Why did you guys purchase this instead of rent?
We didn't know there was mice in it.
Instead of rent, though, why'd you guys purchase this? And
there was nowhere to rent
home?
Because we own 3 cats and a dog. Nobody will take us in because of that issue, and I will not let them go.
Interesting. One of the producers back there, he has 3 cats and a bunny, and he rents the place. But
nobody would take us. We actually almost got evicted from our last apartment when he found this house. So we decided a cheaper alternative would be to buy this house.
What about a more like localized landlord instead of like a large conglomerate corporation, though?
We haven't seen any.
What do you mean? What's seen? Like, what did you actually look for?
So we were looking at
and you contacted every single one.
We tried to go see some didn't even accept us, like, to come and look at the place.
I don't know. I wasn't there. It's hard to say. Okay, so 2,614 is coming in. You guys are fiance, not married, so I'm not going to combine you guys. Okay. Well, we also had Zellen of $590. What was that?
To him or to...
No, into your account.
Oh, into my account?
Yeah, you had Zellen in of $590. What's that?
That was probably my dad. My dad sends me money to help me out sometimes.
Even with that, though, plus the DoorDash, you're still under like $800 in your dad. Okay. Your dad's helping you out by sending you $590, but you spent $300 going out to eat. $200 in miscellaneous bull. Does Pops know this? Does Papa know that he is giving you money to go out to eat, not to actually help pay your bills?
Probably not, because he sends me a little extra sometimes.
Why is he? But you're 26. Okay. I get the help out, especially on a situation going down, but it sounds like this is ongoing. Sounds like this is just a consistent allowance instead of like you are in need right now, let me help.
Well, it's hard to cook food when you're constantly on the road.
Girl, what the f*** are you talking about? You spent $1,195 at grocery stores. I don't know what you're possibly talking about right now. I didn't even bring that up yet. Then you say, oh, it's hard to cook. You spend 3.5 times our grocery budget in our budgeting program and our budgeting class. So what are you talking about? It's hard to cook. Well, you spend an insane amount of money on groceries.
Most of the time, the food from the groceries just sit in the fridge and then end up going bad. So
okay, then meal prep and only buy what you're gonna eat. What are you talking about? This is basic responsibility. Then okay, solution. Cook. All right, let's talk about something that a lot of people just ignore when they're switching jobs. Your old 401k. You know you're supposed to roll them over into an IRA, but let's be real. The process is a pain. Calling your old employer, faxing paperwork over, waiting on checks, absolute insanity. And that's where Capitalize comes in. They're a concierge platform that handles the whole rollover for you, start to finish. They'll even track down your old 401k if you can't find it. You get to open or connect an IRA, and Capitalize takes care of the rest. And my favorite part, their app interface is so easy to use. It honestly feels like financial apps still use interfaces from 20 years ago. But Capitalize makes it so easy, even your old mom or grandma could get on board. Don't leave your retirement hanging. Hit the link in the description below or check out highcapitalize.com/Caleb to roll over your 401k with Capitalize today. And finally, control your investments. Thank you again to Capitalize for sponsoring today's episode. Now let's get back into it. Boom, I solved the not cooking issue. What do you mean? What is the problem?
Laziness.
Why don't you cook?
Tired.
Okay. Do we have the ability to be lazy if we're relying on Papa to survive? Really? Really? You think that's okay?
Well, no, I don't think it's okay, but sometimes when I get home, I just want to go to sleep. You had a hard day at work and you just want to sleep instead of eat?
Dude, even some of the things from grocery store, you can get frozen food. You can get meals there.
Well, I mean, we buy bagel bites and
Or okay,
pizzas.
bagel bites. I mean, I'm talking. You can get healthier things than that, but okay, even that takes 2 seconds in the microwave.
Yeah, sometimes I skip it.
Okay. Well, skip's fine. Skip's fine, but I'm talking about you're going out to eat $300, spending $1,000 on groceries, and if that's frozen anyway, it's gonna last. It's not like you need to get $1,000 to replace rolls of pizza on a monthly basis. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Your fridge must be insane. It's a black hole.
it's actually empty right now.
I don't know if I can trust anything. Honestly, yeah, it's probably empty constantly. You probably fill it up and then you immediately throw everything away. Fill it up, throw it away. How do you spend $1,000 on groceries for you?
I think it's mostly snacks.
That's a lot of snacks.
I know for a fact my pantry is full and my fridge is empty.
Okay, then maybe we're not getting snacks.
So it's like,
As many, like a fourth.
I know recently I bought like one of those big container of cheese balls
Great.
as dinner, and I ate the
As
entire
dinner?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I graduate you from 12 to 26?
probably should. Probably should grow up a little and start cooking.
Why are you here?
I'm here because I definitely need help looking at these bank statements and figuring out what I'm spending my money on. Because
Cheese puffs. $1,000.
I feel like I'm just covering a blind eye to what I'm doing, and I
Okay.
don't see it. But
There you go.
I'm not sure.
There you go. Spoiler alert. $1,000 on balls of cheese.
Goodness.
Self-assessed. What would you give yourself? What's your score? Your financial score. 0 to 10. 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. What would you self-assess?
Like a 4.
You borrow money from your dad and you spend $1,000. Okay. If you want your Hammer financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. Also, give Haley some love for being on here. I know I have permission to and be a bit of Caleb Springer today. That's why she's here. But be nice. And also, if you want to be on the show, if you want to come here and get a little, go to calebhammer.com/apply. And I'll see you here in Austin, Texas. All right. Well, let's look at these statements because these are big old chunk. Big old chunk of cheese. Where's he? Why isn't he here?
He's at work.
Is he just as bad with the financial management, eating out, and cheese balls, and
Actually,
unable to eat?
no.
Okay, then how are you two gonna last? Because finances is a huge part of marriage.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here is because he's actually very good with the finances. He's very good at saving, but his
What do
biggest
you mean? He got laid off and he didn't have an emergency fund and he didn't know to apply for unemployment. What the f are you talking about?
like he doesn't spend all his money when he gets a paycheck.
Okay, but he doesn't save any either because he didn't have any emergency fund. So what do you mean? You just completely contradicted what we talked about earlier.
I don't know. I don't share a bank account with him. I just know he always has money on him somehow. But that's why we have separate bank accounts because we know I'm going to spend it all.
So you were willing to cover his entire existence without knowing what was going on in his own finances at all?
I ask him every now and then, how much money do you have?
And
He'll tell me exactly how much, but I'll never ask him. Like, he just sends me over. So, like, for rent, if I have the money and I'm missing $200, I ask him for $200 and he'll send it to me. I don't really ask how much money he has.
How much do you guys send over 200? Is your rent 400? Do you guys not split it?
No, so our rent's actually $1,035.
So do you guys not split it?
No, we do. He's just like,
Y'all's relationship and communication around finances specifically is weird. I can already tell.
yeah, like
Very weird.
he'll
Why
pay
aren't
our
you guys
phone
communicating?
bill, Wi-Fi, and I'll pay rent, the mortgage. But the biggest
Rent,
issue,
mortgage, I forgot because that's another reason why mobile homes suck. Unless you're building it on your own property, you're paying rent to someone forever.
yeah, that does suck. That really does suck. I hate
Do you
doing
guys
that.
want to be doing this? The mobile home life?
No, we wanted to flip it. So we were hoping to have it for a couple of years.
Flip it.
We were hoping to have
A
it for
depreciating
like 6 or 7
asset.
years and then flip it.
That's a long
and sell
time.
it. Well, it's going to take a long time to fix it because we don't have the money.
That's hardly a flip. Usually when we're talking about flip, we're in and out. 6 or 7 years. That's not much of a flip.
And we also don't have the income to
Also,
buy
you're
like
putting
a
money into a depreciating
$400,000
asset.
house.
No, but I know, but the rent situation, again, you're not the most reliable narrator when it comes to personal finances so far. So it's like, I can't really trust that you couldn't find anywhere at all. Maybe you guys also just need to move to a bigger area. Sometimes that is a sacrifice that is required in life.
Well, we're both like 15 minutes away from our job, so it's good for like gas, and especially because my car
I know. Obviously, when we
failing.
move somewhere, oh, great.
Yeah.
You get different jobs. Well, yes, obviously. But like if you can't find a rent because the town is too small and the limited options and the people aren't willing to talk to you, people have pets. People have pets. Tenants of mine have a lot of pets. I charge a lot more for it because I'm taking on more risk of them just pissing everywhere and ruining the place.
Well,
but I accept them.
They all have a limit of 2.
No,
So you have to have
I'm sure
pets.
a lot do. I'm
No
sure the majority do, in fact. But again, one of my producers, 4 pets in his place right now.
I don't know.
He signed the rent.
I was so flustered and stressed out and scared and crying because I thought we were going to have to get rid of our dog and one of our cats to find another place, that I gave him that opportunity to go find a freaking place and not have me bother.
Great. Well, that's not necessarily a mode of success. Okay, whatever. Capital One, it happened. So we are where we are. So I'm not going to harp on it too much. But for you out there, okay, $509.80 is owed on this Capital One, but the credit limit is $500 and you're purchasing on it. We're at the credit limit and you're purchasing on it. In what world are we possibly doing that? You say you're struggling to make it, but you make your life harder? By going above a credit limit, you're going to get a fee this next month with a $25 minimum monthly payment and $13.07 of interest accruing.
That one's still in the negative. I haven't paid anything on it.
Why? Why spend on a card that is accruing interest that you can't pay off more than a minimum monthly payment and is above the credit limit?
That
Why?
last spend wasn't me. That's actually the only credit card.
Who was it? The financially responsible fiance?
Yeah, that's the only one we actually shared, but it's still under me. That was to actually give him a credit score so we could get
so he's on it.
his own car. Yeah. Which he pays for by himself. I don't.
Right, and he's financially responsibly spending on remarkable.
Oh, that's this. That was me. That was the subscription for that.
Yeah, let's keep a subscription of something that's this monthly reoccurring on a card that we're over the limit on. That's wonderful. And also Shields All Sports.
That was him.
And gas, potentially.
That was him. Those 2 things were him.
Yes. Your section, his section, I see. Okay. So we're both being stupid with managing this credit card. You guys aren't credit card people. You need to have a charge card or a card that you put the balance on with your own cash and then you can only spend that. So use the Fizz card, something like that. You cannot have access to these kind of things. This is not a resource to you. This is a curse to you. You're not taking advantage of credit cards and the points and the advantages that come with it. This isn't helping his credit score. You're overmax on it. That's not helping him. You're being taken advantage of by the credit industry. So 30.74% interest.
Yeah. I didn't fully know what those percentages was until about a month ago.
A month ago? How long have you had these?
A couple of them has been for a couple years now, maybe 5 years.
What did you think was going on with the cards?
I just knew that you buy something, you got to pay it off. But then it just got
true.
a little too much because most of my credit cards I got halfway to the point with bills like electricity or gas, just stuff I couldn't afford but needed to keep on.
Sure.
And then I started going like, oh, let's go buy this or let's go out to eat. And then it started accruing to the point where I didn't realize how much it was until I got a notification that says I can't use it anymore.
So, okay, great. So, and that must have happened kind of recently because, again, you max it out. Interest, do you understand it now?
A little bit. I know.
Describe it to me.
It's a fee that keeps popping up on your account and gets bigger and bigger the more you don't pay it. That's what I understand from it.
Kind of. I mean, honestly, in general, if that's how you think about it, it works. In reality, so that 30%, or was it again? Here it is. That 30.74% interest rate, essentially it's applied to the balance that you have and it's amortized over the course of the year. So it's essentially divided by 12, and that's the interest that accrues this next month. So this next month, the balance subject to interest rate right now on here is previously from this previous statement was $500.41. Now it's higher, $509. So you're going to get that 30.74% applied to that and essentially divided by 12. That's a good way to think about it.
Okay.
So the higher the balance goes, the more in interest you're going to pay, which is kind of what you've been talking about. And it compounds up. It continues to compound up.
This is one of my best cards, too.
What do you mean best card? What is the best card? In what way is the best card?
It's going to get worse.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean through here. Okay.
Yeah, the statements. It's going to get worse.
For example, by the way, just to let you know how bad 30% is. If I open up my investing app, Moo, I open it. Wonderful. I get into the S&P 500, one of the best return index funds. I'm only getting about 10% a year with dividends reinvested, all up years and down years combined. 10% as an investment. That's 3 times that going against you. That's how bad it is. Okay, we have a Citi Double Cash, and I love the Citi Double Cash. It's a classic card. I use it. So it's just really easy for, just simple cash back. Obviously, you're giving them cash as, things are f***ed up here. What's happening here? Okay, you are below the credit. No, you started below you're above the credit limit now. What happened here? Okay, we'll sort through this. $632.23. Minimum monthly payment of $114. You must be late.
I missed a pay because when you purchased again. How? In what world? And last time we know there wasn't any necessities on the last card anyway. It's that stupid thing. And some sports bullshit. You purchased $18.57. Oh, fees. $30 of fees. And then $5.76 of interest. What are the fees? 5 below? In straps? We're getting straps? Late fee. Yeah, the 5 below, that one's an issue because I go there for snacks and then I end up spending a little too much. Oh, you're a snack
addict. That wasn't even in the grocery budget. That was probably in the unknown category where we don't know what you got because you can get anything at 5 below. Now, legitimately, guys, I believe that you, everyone in your life, everyone around us can actually take control of their financial future and make their lives better. And we've spent over a year here creating tools to help make those goals a reality. Right now, our budgeting program and investing program are bundled together at a 15% discount, and you get $100 in cash gifted to you right into your Moo account. There's honestly no time like the present to actually take control of your future. Don't wait. Don't let this opportunity pass you. Snacks? What snacks are you getting? What's your addiction to snacks? Oh, cheese puffs. That's right.
And little Japanese Pocky sticks or the little tree stumps. I love those.
Yeah, we already won the war.
But I got that card specifically because it's really good on trying to pay back. What
do you mean? You had a late fee and you're above the credit limit.
Well, it's because I tried to pay it and then my debit card blocked it.
Debit card? You mean your checking account? Oh boy. Okay, why did it block it?
I don't know. So I had to redo it again to make it go through.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when the fees hit it.
Well, let's look at that in your checking when we get there. Oh, it's at 29.24% interest. You're 26. I'm sure you're very mature, and because I don't want to be insulting right now, I'm sure you're very mature in a lot of aspects in life. But to be very clear, just from the way you're talking and the way that you are acting in your statements that we have here, it is clear that you do not have any financial maturity. And it is terrifying that there are 10 more cards to go through. You have access to all this unlimited swiping and swiping and swiping, but you have no financial maturity. That is just terrifying to me. You just can't allow yourself to have access to this. You need to cut this up. It's just hurting you. It's just harming you.
I actually did cut one of my cards, but I still use it for TikTok Shop.
TikTok Shop?
It's still good for online
What is the point? Are we doing? So it's a debit card in your situation, okay?
But I don't have to
I
use it
prefer credit cards too.
outside.
Huh?
I don't have to use that card outside because it's cut in half, but I can still use it online.
Then what was the point? What the are you talking about?
I don't.
What are you trying to tell me right now?
I definitely have one of those cards that are cut in half, and I tried to stop using it after.
Then you need to close the damn accounts. You need to close the accounts so you can't have access to them. You don't have the maturity or discipline necessary. You don't to be able to have access to credit. You don't.
But wouldn't that hit my credit worse?
Absolutely, but f- your credit. I don't give a shit. Again, your credit is taking advantage of you. You're maxed out on the 2 cards we've seen overmaxed out in late fees and bullshit, spending on dumb stuff. You chop up a credit card, but that still doesn't stop you from spending on it. You go on TikTok shop.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Plus you guys are in the home you want to be in for 8 years anyway, so you can take a hit of chopping up a thing. Yes, it hurts your credit history, but whatever benefit you are trying to get from a credit score by using the credit score to do whatever, you are getting hit 2, 3, 4 times as hard by you having access to these unlimited bounces of swiping. You're harming yourself. And as someone who you are going to get married as while you are fiancé, you are harming the future relationship.
Well, I also still need a new car.
Well, okay. All right. So we'll get there. We'll get for that. So obviously you have no money. You guys are just going to go to the courthouse, right? You guys are just going to get the thing, right? You're not going to do like an actual wedding, right?
Well, that's what we were planning on doing.
Which one?
Was just going to go to the courthouse.
Good. Thank
But at the same time,
I saw a butt on your face. I saw a butt coming.
He wants me to get this figured out first.
Well, yeah, no, I would too. This is a disaster. This is just but you're making it worse. So you obviously care more about spending on TikTok shop than you do your marriage, because that's what you're prioritizing.
I don't want to.
But you do.
But I'm not trying to.
But you do. This isn't something that just happens. That's not a subscription. You are pushing the button. That is a physical action that you are doing. That's a subscription. That I can be, we f***ed up once, let's cancel it or move it to a different thing. TikTok shop, you are going, click.
But I mean, some of the stuff.
I'm going to just on TikTok shop.
Or I want and
I want. Yes, those are 2 very different things. Do you know what a need is versus a want? I mean, that's completely different. What did you get on TikTok shop?
I think I bought a cooling blanket, and then I got the bad one that wasn't even like the actual cooling blanket.
It's true. I did learn in health sciences as a kid that I need a broken cooling blanket to survive, and if I don't have that, I will die.
Yeah.
Yeah. They show that part of science before they show us the birthing video.
I mean, that's how I felt at the time. Now I'm looking at it and I'm kind of second guessing myself. Now I'm a little worried about more of the cards.
Have you ever looked at any of these?
No. I've never looked at any of my bank statements.
Please, since you're a guest on the show, you get access to our budgeting program. Please go through it. Go through the quiz. Take all the education. Please go through it.
I am in your 5-day email
That's
subscription.
good.
So I'm doing that. I read it this morning.
That's good. And watch the videos. That's fun. It's a fun little thing we're doing. But go through the budgeting program. It's so much more in depth. You know, your little thing's an intro thing. But the thing we want to give you, it's full on. So make sure you're going through the budgeting class.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. Okay, Quicksilver. For what it's worth, we filmed a very positive follow-up this morning for an episode that was a complete disaster the first time. Right now, this is a complete disaster, but it is proving that you can work the system. You can come back. And you can show us a positive outcome.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
You need to close your credit accounts. So on here, $492. Wow. Guys, we did it. We're under the credit limit.
Woohoo.
By $7. But, okay. Oh. But we didn't fail to purchase, did we? Because you just... Again, this one's actually, I take back the congratulations. This one's headed to the credit limit because you started with a lower balance. You made the minimum monthly payment, but after the interest and the $55.28 of purchases, you're $7. You were $50 away from the limit. Now you're $7. You're on your way, just like the other cards, to being at. Most people that come on this show and that I dig into, they've made almost a month or two of progress before coming on because they watch the show, they get into it, and then they come on. You've literally gotten worse the moment before coming on.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
But you've been watching the show.
Well, I paid like $100 and then I end up spending more and then
you paid $25. You paid the minimum monthly payment.
Well, I always pay the minimum monthlies because that's
but you're not paying more. You didn't pay $100.
Well, no, I didn't mean like that. Like I buy more.
Oh, buying and paying, it's different. Okay. You went inside and you got a fucking snack from the gas station. And then you went to McDonald's. $20 at McDonald's.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like 100 nugs?
No. I get stuff for me and my fiance. So that's why it's normally always around $20, $30. It's because it's...
I think it's time to have a conversation with the fiance. Hello, fiance. I love you. I love your face. I can no longer afford... I'm trying to get out of debt so that we can conclude this fiancé-ship into a marriage. I think we have that open and honest conversation and be like, I can't get you no more McFries.
I feel bad eating without him. So, like, I would get off work and then go to McDonald's.
Hold on. To be very clear, to be incredibly fucking clear, you're not going to McDonald's for yourself either, girlie. It ain't happening. No more sweet treats. No more girl math. It's not you just not getting stuff for him. You're not getting stuff for you. You can't afford it.
But I get hungry.
I'm gonna... This is just insane. How can you even say that? How can you watch the show, come on the show, and say that in front of me?
It's easier to go somewhere else.
No fucking shit. I know that. I know it's easier. So you think coming in here, getting out of debt is about the easier? You're easier. I don't give a shit about your easier. I don't care. I do not care about your easier. I care that you get to the marriage goal. I care that you guys have a long, healthy, and lasting relationship. I care that if someone gets laid off, you guys have an emergency fund. I care that you're able to pay for rent. I care that you're not borrowing money from your dad anymore. I care that you are able to go into retirement and live a life with any kind of dignity. I don't give a if you're a little tired after work. That is not what I care about. I care about you existing and having a halfway decent life at a minimum.
I do too. It's just...
No, you don't. No, you absolutely do not. Someone who speaks the way you do of, I got off a hard day of work. I need to get some fries because I can't go home and put the pizza rolls in the microwave because that's my solution to dinner anyway. That's too hard. You don't care. If that's too hard, you don't care. You are not. I don't think you're ready for this conversation. We invest a lot of money and time into this, so I'm going to complete this episode. But with that mindset, and you can probably watch this back, and hopefully that'll help when you're ready. But with that mindset, you're not ready. You're not ready for this conversation. Not even close. These people come in here and I'm able to dig into them, yes, about their situation, make them know what their situation is, give them a budget, give them education and access to tools and all that good stuff, but they're ready. You're not ready. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my damn life. I'm excited to share something that's made my life a whole lot easier. Factor. This is because they deliver fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals straight to your doorstep. And get this. You just heat it, you eat it, and enjoy it in 2 minutes. No more hassle of prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. Whether you're into keto, calorie smart, or vegan and veggie, Factor has over 35 options every week. And for me, it's a game changer. I don't have to do grocery runs or hours in the kitchen. Instead, I get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to my door. Plus, Factor now offers breakfast, snacks, and even juices to keep you fueled all day long. So head to factor75.com or click the link in the description below and use code HAMMER50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month. Again, just click the link in the description below and use code HAMMER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. You're not ready. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're just not. That language, you're not ready to change your life. If you're not willing to sacrifice a little bit of extra effort at the end of a workday, you're not ready. I'm going to give you a plan. I'm going to go through the debt. So don't worry about that. I'm not giving up on you. But candidly and openly and honest, because that's who I am, that's how I live, I do not think you're ready. There must be some rock bottom somewhere. Apparently. I think that's might be what you need, which is devastating. Just like the 30.49% interest rate on that card. Oh, we're back to over limit amounts with Wells Fargo. You're riding the wagon right off the cliff.
I don't think that one, though, I've spent any money on it.
Probably because you can't. Oh, no, you did. $2.69.
Where?
You went inside Walgreens and you got some
Pringles. It was in the middle of a work day. And that was the only card I had on me. I remember now.
Middle of a work day. Pringles. I'm just saying. Here. Jacob. Come here, Jacob. Hi, buddy. Come with me. Follow me. How big was the bag of Pringles?
It was
Show
the
me.
big can.
Okay. Film us, please. Get your ass up. Okay. Please come with me for a moment. Oh, for f***'s sake, this office is full of fat f***s. Oh, here we go. I'm talking about myself. These. You get these for a few bucks. For a few dollars. And then you can pack a little pack that comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Comes with 12 of these. Boom, that's your little pack it in your lunchbox. 12 cups. Instead of going and spending $3 on a tin can thing. Like, it's come on. Just learn how to control yourself if you eat them all. Fun fact, this is really great about those little packs, because as someone who has it's not a man, it's me right here. Here they are. That thing limits me to only being able to eat what's in the small pack. So if you struggle to stop eating them, congratulations. If you only pack the small pack, you're only going to eat the small pack. So Pringles, that's more important than paying off a card.
Apparently so.
You can go to the grocery store, you can go to Sam's Club, you can buy things in bulk, and you can make it much more price effective. Convenience stores that is $6.58. It is just barely double what you spent one time. And that could have been 12 days. Oh. Wells Fargo. The Pringle card. On here, we owe $1,509.25. With a minimum monthly payment of, I hate how this reads, $54. Total amount due, $63. Oh, because of the over limit amount. It's making you pay it down to the limit amount. Okay. Gosh, with interest charging of $38.49. Yeah, because the credit limit is $1,500 over. We've looked at 3 cards. Or we looked at 4 cards. 3 cards are over, and the other one's $7 away. And it's all for snacks. I think you have some, like, snack addiction. Like, legitimately. $1,000 on snacks?
Yeah, everybody, like, even when I was in high school, everybody always knew me as the person that would have, like, tater tots in my pocket, Twizzlers in my backpack. And there's M&Ms in my purse right now. And I'm betting you, in my backpack back there, I have at least 4 different kinds of snacks.
Okay, wait till your metabolism is no longer very efficient. Trust me, that sucks. And 2, just can't afford it. You just simply can't afford it. So, I mean, you can choose. You can do that if you want. And also live in a financially insecure place for the rest of your life. Like, you can. That is a choice that you are allowed to make as an adult. That is the choice you're making right now. But I think you deserve a better future, and I think you can live a better future. And my producers are telling me that you said, I'm skinny because I can't afford food. Spent $1,000 at the grocery store. $300 going out to eat.
I mostly don't eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner most of the time.
You know why? Because you snack and eat every second of every day except for mealtime.
I didn't realize how much I snack until we're going through this. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, how much do I actually eat?
Walmart card. $2,268.38. These balances are getting higher. You did not purchase. You did not purchase. Thank you. Thank you. You did not purchase.
That one was I only spent at Walmart when...
I need you to stay as far away as you possibly can then.
That was when my fiance
you're still
didn't work.
you're like $30 away from the credit limit. We're still... How long do you think it's going to... You're only paying your minimum monthly payment towards it. How long do you think it's going to take to pay off with the minimum monthly payment?
Forever.
No, give me a real answer. How long do you think?
Probably a couple years at least.
Yeah, 13 years.
Oh.
Yeah, you're going to be almost 40 by the time this is paid off in your current method without putting a single cent more on it. This is why I go hard, folks. People don't know how bad their situation is. You said a couple years.
I literally thought maybe 3 or 4 years. I wasn't thinking
exactly.
that much.
The people in our consumerism culture, which there's nothing wrong with being a consumer, but the people need a wake-up call, let me tell you. I don't know what the income is like in your area. I wonder if we can increase your income. Is this what you both want to be doing for a living?
So we both really like our jobs, and it's also
That's great.
For both of us, it's the highest paying job for people that have not gone to college.
Yeah.
Which his actually gives him an opportunity for a college degree and to move up in the company. Mine does not.
Why?
I'm contracted owned. He's company owned. So I have to stay where I am, which I love what I do. I love it to death. I actually came back to this in particular because I love it so much.
Well, I'm happy to gift either one of you the certification through Course Careers, which can help boost your resume and get into a new industry if that's something you're interested in. Just let me know, and I'm happy to gift you guys one. Okay. Again, this new balance, you're not over the limit, but we're literally $6 away. Not even. It's more closer to $5 away.
That one's one of my oldest
ones. Every card is
ones.
maxed out or over maxed out. Yo, $694.68. This situation's dire. I really did not know what I was getting into when I stepped in this room today.
That's actually one of my older cards, too.
Great.
I think that was the
I'm glad it's still
second card
maxed
I owned.
out. $27.36 minimum monthly payment. Interest charge, $15.21. No purchases. Thank you. This takes 4 years to pay off. At just $694. It takes 4 years to pay off with the minimum. 26.7% interest rate. First National. Man, you just stack up credit cards like they are... like they're snacks. $781.06. That's what you owe on here. What's the limit on this bad boy? On this here card. $750. Oh, you're over it. Damn it, we're back to this. I thought we moved beyond it. Purchase it. You know what's crazy? It's weird. You don't purchase on the credit cards that you're not over, but the credit cards that you are over, you purchase on. I don't know how you're going about life.
Because I'll pay it, and then I have like $10 left on it. And
so then you spend like...
I spend like $5 on it, and then a fee hits me.
No. Spend more than that. Then you also did have $49 of fees and $18.99 of interest. It's an annual charge. You're not even getting any benefits from this. Just cancel this card. There's no point. Then you went to Target. Who knows? It could be clothes. It could be groceries. It could be electronics. It could be snacks. But it was $15.99.
I don't even remember what card that is. Oh, wait. I'm
waiting.
That card in particular screwed me over.
Oh, yeah?
Because my car got put in the shop and I went to budget, had to rent a car for 3 days, but luckily they finished my car sooner, so I took it back and was like, hey, I don't need it for this full amount. Can I get my money back? And just charged me what was owed. And they said yes, and then all of a sudden they flipped it on me. They charged me a full $600 on that card for having that car for so long, even though I only had it for 1 day. And so when I called the credit card company to get it removed and disputed, I lost. And it got stuck on the card.
If you lost, you lost.
Well, that's why I was like,
okay, well, that didn't put you above the credit limit. I mean, your Target purchased it.
Before that.
Well, even still, the $600, you have an extra $150, but you're putting yourself over with the Target purchase. So, I mean, that sucks. I'm sorry. That doesn't all of a sudden give us an excuse to just make yourself worse, though. Like, I'm sorry. That does suck.
Yeah.
And you lost the dispute. Sounds like when the credit card company reached out to them, they had the evidence necessary to say that the charge was justified.
But they really didn't. It was just a stupid.
Well, they gave enough to the credit card company that the credit card company is like, oh.
It was stupid. It was bull crud. It sucked.
Okay. Well, total interest charges here so far on this card, $117 and 29% interest. Yay. Let us continue. Because, oh man, we really just have every credit card ever invented in the history of the world. So, we're waiting to get out of credit card debt before we can get married, huh? So, we're getting married at at least according to your pattern, in our 60s?
Don't want to. I wanted it to be a year ago, actually. And it's still being pushed.
Okay. Which sucks. You know, I do have sympathy for that. But again, we're over the credit limit. And we know that you spend $1,000 a month, if not more, $1,300 on just snacks. So it's just like, you are literally choosing snacks over your marriage. Like, if we want to break it down to the most simple form, you are. And I have sympathy for the marriage. I would love you guys to get married. I'm sure you guys are a very pleasant couple. You're choosing snacks over your marriage. Like, what do I do about that? How does that impact? You know, it's just, you're over this again by an extra $40. So you owe $900. I don't think you may have broken. People like to break records. You know, it's a little record breaking, not knowingly, but people do it. And I think you're breaking the record for the most amount of cards that are above credit limits.
Well, I didn't know what those were when I first got them.
Yeah, but you did recently, and you're still above, so.
Yeah.
Also on the last card, I forgot to say $63.06 is your minimum monthly. And then on this card, your minimum monthly is $102. These are definitely stacking up, these minimum monthly payments. Dramatically. Oh, good. $35 fee. $22.46 of interest. Why do I not see a payment? A late fee. There it is.
Oh, that card in particular, it will not go through with my bank.
Contact your bank. Open a new bank.
That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to deal with that one. So,
how? How have you tried to deal with it?
So I've been calling
someone that comes back on snacks. How'd you try to deal with this?
I've been calling them. I've been trying to pay that. And
okay.
then
No. You've been calling them. Okay, tell me. You've been calling them?
I called them.
How does that go?
I talked to a freaking robot, press him how much I want to pay, what I wanted to pay, and then it doesn't go through. No, speak to a human.
Push 0 as many times as you need. Speak to a human. You can speak to a human at a bank.
I regret that card. I hate that card.
You're calling them, not your checking account?
I called them. I called my checking account.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're not even doing. You're not even talking to a person. At least talk to a person.
I finally got it paid, but I could only pay the minimum because I didn't have that much in my checkings account to actually.
Because you spent $1,000 going to grocery.
Yeah.
Snacks. Oh my! Really, just does keep going. My gosh.
That's the one I cut in half.
Fishing Lane. It doesn't matter though because you spend on TikTok Shop, so I don't give a shit. I want to be happy for that. It's impossible. This is the furthest away you are from hitting the credit limit. With a $400 credit limit, you owe $338.68. Interest charge $8.85. Purchases $42.95. I want to walk away right now. $25 was the payment. So you're going up. So it's going up. It's going up from $311 to $338. So we're going to the credit limit. We're going. We're flying to it. And $25 minimum monthly payment. Wonderful. I'm guessing it's TikTok shop. Oh, it is. $42 for a cooling blanket that doesn't cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a blanket. Generally
it's not
keep
even
you
a
warm.
good blanket.
Yeah, you got it from TikTok shop. I assume that's the Temu of.
Yeah, like that really thin one that just kind of lays on you and like.
A blanket that lays on you?
Yeah. Okay. It like fits your body almost the same way a tight dress would.
Never worn one. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't relate.
But that's like the kind of material it is. It's so thin. And
that's probably why it's a cool blanket to let air come through.
It doesn't.
How would a blanket cool you?
I don't know. That's why I was so mystified by it.
It has like vents and AC on it or something.
That's why
blankets can heat you.
On the picture, this thing was thick, and then when I got it, it was super thin.
You purchased through TikTok. I mean,
Yeah,
that kind of sounds like a your fault, your problem type of situation. Also on a card that you shouldn't have purchased on because you're not paying on. And there's been multiple fees. You didn't just miss one payment. There's been multiple fees this year. And then lots of interest accruing at a 32.24% interest rate. That's the worst yet. Place for collections. We have collections too. Yeah. Are you collecting just every bad debt you can get? So what was this? This was... Original creditors named the bureaus. Is that an apartment?
No, that was when I was about 18. I got a Victoria's Secret credit card. Spent.
No, this would have fallen off. But okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I spent like $100 on it for my friend for Christmas as her Christmas present. And then I got kidney failure, and I ended up getting fired because I never sent the doctor's note, which I did, to my employer at HEB. I will call them out for that one.
HEB? They have HEB in Colorado?
No, this isn't when I lived in Texas.
You lived in Texas?
Yes.
Oh, where'd you live?
I lived in Houston, Texas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so...
Oh, you did tell me that before we filmed. You said you're from Houston because I heard a little bit of a southern accent at the beginning. It's gone away, but...
But yeah, that one, it ended up just never getting paid because I couldn't find a job.
Listen, I'm going to believe you about the doctor's note thing, but the thing is... Throughout this conversation, we've talked about a lot of things that you should have done, and you've always blamed it on someone else or the bank or something else. So I no longer can believe that you actually sent it and didn't maybe mess up in some way because you're always saying that you did the right thing and it's someone else's fault.
I know for a fact I did because the team leader, the shift manager, didn't like me in particular. I don't know why, but she didn't like me. And so she never gave it to my boss. They ended up finding it when they were cleaning out her desk after they fired her and then asked me to come back. And I told them no because they screwed me. So why would I want to go back to them?
Oh, that's interesting. I'm sorry that happened.
But that's what happened there. And that's why it's so high.
You owe $386 and it's been on your credit for the collections for 4 years, 8 months. So it still is going to take a little while to fall off there.
Yeah, I was just going to let that one fall off.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This really just does not stop. We're at an hour. It's not your fault. I mean, it is your fault. It's your debt. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're at an hour and we're still talking about debt. That's when I know it's been a ride of an episode. Okie doke. So, I'm assuming this is mortgage at $539 a month.
Yep.
$37,000. You said you bought it for $40? Okay.
Yeah, but we got $1,000 off because the stairs in the carport were falling apart.
For the amount of money that you're putting in this thing, that's a depreciating asset that has to be on a lot that you're renting for the rest of your life. Stupid purchase. Just to be flat out. $539 purchase. Like I would have sent, I would have put even just a pet in one of my parents' homes for a bit or something until we found the right place. But also the fact that you made it sound like you couldn't find anywhere at the beginning. And then you eventually told us that you put it in his hands and you stopped looking. It's like, at that point, again, you're not putting in the work necessary. You're not, you're lazy. You're lazy. Maybe you also get overwhelmed and that makes you shut down as well. Like, that's a big thing. That can happen to me. I get it. That's a very natural human response. But you're also lazy. There's lots of laziness in here. Yeah, I mean, you get off work and you're like, oh, hungry. What do I do? McDonald's.
I will admit that. I think I put most of my energy into work, and anything else outside of work is just pure laziness.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, life doesn't really give us that option. Oh, it does, actually. You just f yourself by taking the option. Oh, we went to school.
I didn't graduate.
That's okay.
I dropped out.
It happens.
I only did one semester.
So you only owe the 1,709 and the 1,014. That's it.
Yeah.
Are you paying?
I can't figure out how to log into it, and they've been trying to call me since I've tried, but I just keep avoiding the phone call.
There it is. It's not that you can't figure out how to log into it, because I use this debt service provider of Nelnet. You can reset your password. You can talk to them. They are not difficult to talk to. Again, this is you. This is you. Don't blame them. Don't blame the system. This is you.
No,
now I can't trust. I can't trust you on anything that involves you putting in effort. I really can't. And also, gosh, you might be able to get onto like Safe Plan or something. Well, I don't know if you can get on it right now with its being under pause in federal courts. But it's saying what the minimum monthly payment is. So I'm wondering if you're paying it and you just don't know it because it's attached to your account from before, or if you're missing it, in which case they can garnish your wages. Like, it's the government. And this one, they'll come in.
I don't think they've been garnishing my waivers, but I also don't think I've been paying it because I changed my debit card so it wouldn't pull out anymore.
What do you mean you changed your debit card? What does that mean? Because last time you referred to your debit card, your bank account as your debit card, so...
I called the bank and I asked for a replacement card to get rid of some subscriptions and other things that were being paid.
You likely put in your bank account information for this, though, not your debit card.
I don't know then. No, wait. No, because I changed from one bank to another when I was...
Okay, then I'm extra scared. If you're not paying this payment, this is the government. This isn't a thing that'll send you into collections. This is a thing where they'll come after your money because they can. Figure this out. Make a phone call. Be an adult. Act your age for at least 5 minutes and figure this out.
I will for sure call them.
Please tell me. Oh. We've reached the end of the debts. Correct? Or is there any more I don't know about?
I think that's really it besides the money I owe my dad. Which he doesn't really want me to pay him back. He wants me to use it for like...
Use what?
Either a savings or a funeral fund. Like, if I can make that money back,
what do you mean
then put it into savings.
What the fuck are we talking about? Is it sitting somewhere? Is the money sitting somewhere?
No, it's gone.
Oh.
I've spent it.
How much?
From adding up everything that my dad has sent me, around $20,000.
Oh. Why are you saying pay back and he's saying not pay back? I'm confused. What the
So I wanted to pay him back.
Oh, you want to, but it's not agreed upon that you're going to?
Well, his thing was he wanted me to put it into a savings.
Didn't happen? Does he know it didn't happen? Does he know it didn't happen? Does he know it didn't happen?
Yeah, he knows.
And?
That's why he sent me money to help me get here.
And now what's the status of the $20,000? Is he's accepting it as a loss, or does he want it back?
He wants it as a savings for me. So I'm
But it's gone. It's gone though. So what does he want with the $20,000 that's gone?
I guess he sees it as a loss. He just wants me to get on my feet and be my own person.
So he still does not want it back?
No, not that I know of. Not like for himself.
Can you call him?
Yeah.
I would like to inform him on something. Yeah, please.
Okay, let me grab it.
He bought you a motorcycle? He bought you a car too? Oh my gosh, and he's sending you monthly pay. What is happening?
He bought my fiance the motorcycle
are
before we
being
got the
enabled
car.
so hard and spoiled, and you're not. Oh my gosh. I don't think you've had to grow up because you're just relying on him.
But I don't want to rely on him.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You might not actively, consciously recognize it, but your actions are showing that you would rather put your cheese puffs over relying on him, so not relying on him. So yes, you do. Subconsciously, your actions are showing that you do. So I don't want to hear that.
Let me see if he answers.
Daddy?
Hey, I'm doing the interview right now, and he wants to talk to you because I brought up.
Can I speak to him anonymously?
Yes. He brought up something. So I'm going to put you on speaker real quick.
Hello, sir. Can I speak to you anonymously?
Yeah.
So I know you send your daughter a few $100 a month, it looks like. I got $500 from you this last month. Did you know that she spends that immediately going out to eat, not towards her necessity bills, and she spends it on snacks at the gas station, all of it and more?
No, I don't know what she does with it.
Okay. Do you still support sending her that $500 even though she blows it all on things like that and not any of her bills?
What I worry about is her getting evicted.
Okay. It's not going to rent though. It's, it's only going to fast food.
Okay.
I just wanted to inform you of that, just because unfortunately in a lot of situations we see a lot of people through loving parents want to help their kids and they give them money. What they don't know necessarily is where that's going, and it actually ends up enabling bad behavior from their kids. And this is not your fault. You may not have been knowledgeable on the situation because you're just trying to be a loving person, a great father, but it actually ends up hurting their children because their children never end up becoming independent, and they end up spending that money on bad behavior instead of what you're actually intending it to be.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to let you know. I'll give you back to her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to let you go now so we can get back.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
He sounds like a sleepy man.
He has COVID right now.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him for answering and talking. Nice guy.
He always answers. He tries to.
That's good. No, seems like with his actions, he seems like a loving parent. He bought your car, bought your motorcycle, apparently, and all this stuff. And he wants to support his kid. Love that. But again, for you, it's not actually helping you because it's a safety net, and you just go spend it all on bullshit. You've never had to rely on yourself and be independent.
Yeah.
It's just, unless there's like a massive nest egg, which you would blow through anyway. At the time of his passing, you're just going to not even know what to do.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 50.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a long time going then still.
Yeah.
Yeah? But my parents are the same age as well, so better be a long time. All right. And your checking account, $91. ATM withdrawal, who knows where the that went. An Apple bill, cigars, $20, transaction fee, Thunder Mountain, Apple bill, Amazon, Bucky's getting some bullshit, going inside getting some snacks from a gas station, Target, that looks like snacks that's small enough. Same with the Dollar General. Same with the 7-Eleven. Looks like you're getting stupid snacks. And Barbara Hurt and Sauce Daddy and Scottfield's Fruit and King Scoop and another in-app Apple thing. And going inside and getting some BS from a gas station. Daddy O's. You're taking money from Daddy and going to Daddy O's with it. Sonic Drive-In, Dutch Bros, King Scoop, Domino's, ATM withdrawal, $80. Who knows where the that went? Office Depot, 34 cents. What are we doing? Slice and roll. Went inside, got some BS. IHOP. Went inside, got some BS. Overdraft. Oh. God, I haven't seen an overdraft in a hot minute. That may be why a payment failed, because you didn't have any damn money in your account. Did you ever think about that?
No.
No? If you don't have money in your account, you're not able to pay the credit cards. My friend, I want to give you free money right now. I've partnered with different resources that will literally give you hundreds of dollars the moment you sign up for them. Check out my investing app of choice, Moo, where they give you up to 15 free stocks and 8.1% interest on your uninvested cash when you sign up with my link. Do you want a more traditional savings account? Check out where I keep my emergency fund, SoFi, where they'll give you 4.5% on your money and up to $300. Would you rather have automated investing? Sign up for Acorn unicorns with my link and you'll get $20 right now instead of the usual $5 you'd get from your friend's referral. You can also sign up for our investing program and get $100 in cash deposited into your Moomoo account. This is the best way to learn what your investing profile looks like and what investing strategies to use based on that. All of this free money is linked in the resources section of the description below, so don't pass up the free money because I'll punch you.
Well, I know that credit card that has its issues, that one to manually pay. It doesn't get automatically pulled out.
With that, I know, but if you still do that at a time when there's no, I'm sorry, to me, this has lost any kind of entertainment value. This has lost any kind of like, yeah, you know, whatever, money. This, after that statement and just not even knowing that, this has just gotten sad. This has just become sad. Like, if you don't have money, of course you can't pay a bill. And that should be understood.
I thought I spent most of my money on food, but I didn't know it was that much until you just read it all off.
Countryside liquor, I think coffee and Tommy Boy, Rocket something, and went inside, got some BS, and barbecue, and went inside and got some BS. Me. This is just sad now. Yeah, overdraft and fee, $35. I'm sorry, dude. Your life is hard, and it comes from a place of ignorance, and ignorance isn't a bad thing. People use it as an insult. It's not an insult in your situation. It's just literally your lack of knowledge. And the fact that you just didn't even know that not having money, you can't make payments. It's like you're really coming from a worldview of just knowing nothing about money, and that's okay, but that makes it even more dangerous that your dad is supplying your lifestyle because you're just never going to learn. I almost need him to cut you off. And what is this thing about a car? You've brought it up a couple times. Needing a new car?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad's going to cut me off now that you talk to him. But I was needing a new car because right now I drive a 2020 Kia Soul. It has 80,000 miles, but it's already falling apart completely.
What does that even mean? Describe to me falling apart.
Like the whole engine is starting to fail, which has happened to my last
part?
Kia Soul. I don't know.
Have you taken it to a mechanic?
Yes. I took
What
it
did
to
they
the
say?
the Kia dealership.
What did they say?
They said it just needed to be flushed, but it didn't fix any of the problems that it was having. So I paid $1,500 for no reason.
Stop. Go to do you live in the same town with your dad?
No.
Why do you guys live in this small town where there's less opportunities then?
So we moved out to a small town so we could actually start a family and have
How's
a
that
nice
going?
place for that.
How's that going?
Not going very far.
How far away is Dad?
He's in Houston.
Oh, me.
But my
Okay.
mom is about 30 minutes away from me.
Get her and the fiance all together and take this car to a mechanic. The highest rated mechanic on like Google surveys or whatever. Do that. I don't think you need to buy a new car. Don't yourself worse than you are right now. This thing is probably repairable. $80,000 Kia Soul 2020. You're probably fine. You might need to put a little bit of money into it, but it's probably actually worth it on like putting money into the mobile home. Which I don't even know what you guys are doing there. Like, do we even talk about that?
We haven't done much to it.
And what about
since
this
we moved
motorcycle?
in.
What about this motorcycle?
The motorcycle, we were pushing it to the side to use it as, like, if I
What's it
needed
worth?
to buy a new car. It's worth about $7,000.
Okay, sell it and use that to repair this car. Unless, of course, the value of the car. Get it on Kelly Blue Book. Do the value of the car. Search the VIN. If it's going to cost more than even half the value of the car to repair it, then maybe we're considering potentially getting a different car that gets mechanic approved for longevity and safety. But I highly doubt it will. You're just saying, the whole engine's dying. That means nothing. And I'm not even a car person. There's going to be specific things happening. Right. You need to then take it to a mechanic, figure out what it is. You don't even know. And you're willing to go get another car already? You don't even know. So just stop.
So right now, because of winter's coming up, The motorcycles were $2,700 because we just got it appraised.
And why the are you telling me it's worth $7,000? What are you talking
that's how much
about?
It's worth in the summer. So it changes in Colorado specifically because
the entire value of the car.
Yes.
Sell it in Texas with where your dad is.
Then we have to take it down there. I have to get somebody to come up here.
Road trip, woo!
I don't want to.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Is what your life is. Okay, sell it in summer. I mean, cash flow the repair. We can get you there probably.
And then I know the Kia is
weird
worth
that the market
about
is that flux.
$4,000 right now.
The 2020 $80,000 worth $4,000.
Yeah, because it got rear-ended by a Silverado at a red light.
Oy,
so
oy,
it has a big old in the back.
vey.
But besides that, it's only worth about $4,000.
I want a nap so bad. Oh, but we have a member stream after this. But I'm excited. We're going to play Mario Kart with the members. Hang out with the members. That'll be fun. If you guys want to watch that and join us for the post show, feel free to join our membership. It's pretty fun. We'll hang out, but I need that joy in my life. I need some Mario Kart to get here in an hour. Because this is insane. Where'd that pen go? Yeah, you think you can run away? I can't run away from this conversation. You can't run away either, pen. Total income, $2,614.36. Let's add up these debts, these minimum monthly debts. If we can knock out some of these by road tripping to a warmer place, drive a few hours south, sell for more. I don't know. But if we can pay off some of these debts by selling the motorcycle, it's probably so worth it.
We were thinking about doing that, but
And then
we waited too long, and now it's winter time, and it's not worth anything up there. And we're still trying to figure out how the hell we're even supposed to sell this. Like, do we throw it on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, and Craigslist. Yeah, take the best pictures you can. Make sure it's all pretty. Okay, debt payments, not mobile home, $415.42. All credit cards, by the way. And then the mobile home. Are you both on it?
Yes.
Do you pay half? Well, I'm a little confused. How is this paid? How is that bill paid?
So far, it's been me paying the mortgage by myself.
All right.
And then he helps
Mortgage,
with what I
$539.
can't pay for rent.
Yeah, and how much do you put towards the rent?
Probably about, I'd say, $800 to $900 is from me.
Oh my, I'm gonna. Okay, $850. What about utilities? Gas, water, electric.
That's also on me. That's
What does this guy take care of? Substantially. Anything?
he takes care of like the things around the house, so I don't have to do laundry, dishes, cook. He does all that. I don't have to do that.
Why do you need that fancy thing?
It has all my bills on there.
You bought this for bills?
No, I got this as a Christmas present. But it's something that I actually really like using.
So utilities, how much from you?
$130.
Okay. Gas, vroom, drive for your vehicle. How much?
40.
A month? 40 a month.
Oh, 40 a week. Sorry.
That's okay. 160. Car insurance?
$374.50, and that's because it's both cars with full insurance.
Both cars. So you pay for his. Does
I
he
pay
give
for
you
his
half?
Insurance.
Does he give you half?
No.
What does this guy do? He sounds like a deadbeat.
He pays his own car payment, though. He pays like
Yeah, as he should. It's his car payment. Why isn't he paying for his own car insurance? Phone bill? You said he takes care of?
Yeah, he takes care of both.
Wow, at least he did a phone bill, guys. All right, $100 to the TP fund. It's anything else you need to survive. It's makeup, it's whatever. It's all that good stuff. Groceries, you can contribute $300 to the pile. That is it.
Oh, we also spend about $296 on pet food a month. And $54
How much? $250?
on cat litter. Yeah, so it's about $350 for the animals' needs every
You
month.
said we, so how much comes from you?
Oh, it's all me.
This man.
He might every now and then go and buy
no. It's time he steps up and actually does something a little more than a phone bill. Okay? All right. It's happening. How much for the pets again? 3 what?
About $350.
You need to use the meal prep thing and do meal prepping. And I'm sorry, you're warming up shit. You're actually cooking shit. But $300 is all you can contribute to the grocery pile. If he wants to spend more, he can. Medical, healthcare, copays. Anything?
Nothing.
Gym. Anything?
Nope.
Subscription, certainly the not.
No, all our subscriptions actually go through our Verizon plan. So I think
he pays?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're not paying anything. And that's a lie because you were paying for that.
Yeah. I got this one.
Anything else I need to put in this here? Budget?
Don't think so. I think that's everything.
Great. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised here. Dude needs to step up a little if he cares about you at all, because you bring in $2,614.32, 36 cents, and what you need to survive on a minimum monthly basis, cutting back to the bare minimum, is $3,218.92. So where you are under by $604.56. Let's see here. If he takes care of half the cat food, half the car insurance, or half the pets, half the car insurance, about the 300 there, and then how much does he put towards rent? You put $850. How much is he? What's the total of rent? What's rent total?
About $1,030.
Who is this guy? If he takes care of half the rent, you break even then. If he takes care of half the rent, half the pet, and half the car insurance, and just takes care of his own basic fucking responsibilities instead of putting it on his fiance like a loser, you actually break even. And then we can talk about start making progress. Okay. So, oddly enough, and this is the first time that this is a different strategy than normal for this show, because usually it's like, go get a new job, which we might need to get another job. Even though you're always tired after work, I don't really care, because I care about your future more. But you need to have the tough conversation with the guy, the fiance guy, and he needs to pick up the bills, because you just show him this. Show him this. This is you cutting back to nothing with no paid for fun. So he needs to take care of that, and that way you break even. So that's actually the first step, is you need to do that.
Well, now that he has a job, I can confront him and be like,
yes.
Hey, I need
your
help.
Well, don't confront like that. Okay. Well, if you're, there you go.
Help.
If you be like
Please
that, yes.
help me.
Confront's a strong word, though. So I'm just
especially the car insurance. I hate paying for that. I'd rather him pay for that in full and just take it away from me.
And then for the debt, from there, you're just probably gonna have to get a second job or work more hours. Nah, not hourly. That's right.
Yeah. So
get your as quick as you can, and then maybe hit more of that DoorDash.
That is for sure me being lazy, because I drive all day. So when I get off, I'm like, do I want to DoorDash? Do I not? Am I too tired? Am I filling up for it?
The credit card balances themselves are not insane, but there's so many of them that it adds up to insanity. So I see on here medical debt of $12,000 on this spreadsheet. You didn't tell me anything about this.
I get phone calls every now and then. I know how much it is, but I avoid it.
You avoid it so much you avoided bringing it up when I asked if you had any more damn debt.
I forgot about it.
Oh.
I avoid it.
How convenient.
It's different hospitals spread out around Texas, and so when I left to Colorado, I just kind of avoided it.
You need to get another job and just start paying off this debt. I would go small to large. You can take care of it. The balances are small enough that you can take care of them almost one at a month. You can actually snowball this thing. But the first conversation is you're right now dramatically underwater by $604.56 on a tight budget with no mistakes, which is impossible. Not excusing mistakes, but humanity, you know. So you need to have that conversation with him first. It might be worth downloading or using Relief app to see what they can do about potential debt negotiations. We can get you connected with that. It's usually for more extreme cases. You know, I only work with them on the extremely, when it's like harder for someone to get out. For a lot, they can change the behavior. They can get out of debt in a certain amount of time. For you, very underwater on different things.
At least I don't have a payday loan.
Let's just stop. Don't even try. That's not funny. I don't know. The first conversation starting with him. And then if you actually follow this budget and you go make a few hundred extra bucks a month, you can start paying off some of these debts. You know, they start around the 300s and you can snowball from there. But depending on how quick you go, you know, this could take the mobile home. I don't even know the interest. And you guys are going to put more money into that. So don't put any more money into the mobile home unless it's like to survive. But don't. It's done. No more sinking into a losing investment. No more doing that. You're focusing on paying off debt, getting a fully funded emergency fund. That's what you're doing. And he needs to step up and pay some of his own damn bills. Adult.
Okay.
So that's step number 1. This could take a couple years. It could take even less if you bring in some more money. Then if we don't throw money to the trailer. But this is about you going and having a tough conversation. That's part number 1. And if you do receive any money from dad, it goes to debt. It doesn't go to having fun.
Okay.
That's not an option. Spending the budget, you overspent, so 0 out of 10. Debt, you have collections, 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, nothing in savings, 0 out of 10. Retirement, do you have any retirement?
No.
All right. Hammer financial score, 0 out of 10. That's as clear as possible. Join us for the post show. We're going to bring in the producers. We're going to talk about more of the drama side of things, some of the tease side of things, and have another 20-minute discussion after every episode. And then also check out all the resources linked in the description below, as they are what I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting and investing program, which are bundled at a 15% discount. Check it out.
Today on the Financial Audit Post Show.
I can get very paranoid about making sure bills are paid on time, and he will forget sometimes.
Yeah.
And I will be on his butt about it. It gets to where I'm nagging him 24/7. Did you pay this bill? And that's why I have so many bills on me.
Are you guys right for each other?
Every
Financially?
relation has that little thing that kind of
This is a big thing.
big thing. Couple, the guy drinks too much, spends all the money or whatever.
That would be huge.
He likes to stay home. He doesn't go out. I'm more of a person that wants to go out.
So again, are
Or
you
in
guys right for each
particular,
other?
To watch the Financial Audit Post Show, click the join button below.